Hello, hello from all you fellow VRChatians and all that. Welcome to the stream of SA Studios. Today is May 30th of 2021. My name is Gavin Andrew. I will be the stream host for today. We have Shadow here, and we have Lizard, the director, here as well. We will be covering
What's
some
up?
segments here.
What's up, guys?
Anyways, as you know, I always like to do this thing where I cover segments at the beginning. So, what I'm going to cover here at the beginning is actually the announcements with our channel so far. I don't really have too many updates actually because I'm just repeating myself. But for the most part, just so we could skim by this part, because it's just
We
the
have a
same
new
thing as
YouTube
last week.
coordinator.
Yes, we do. We do have a new YouTube coordinator. That is Kazukuzi. Correct? Yep. They are doing great. They've helped me with setting up streams before. They've helped me get some things fixed up in OBS, so absolutely they should be coordinating that. We thought, hey, Kazi's doing a great job. They're helping us out. They're making sure things are great. And they actually improved the way the stream looks, which I'm glad about, and I'm thankful that they spent their time helping my sorry, but I'm gonna say it, my sorry ass trying to get things fixed. But for the most part, that's really it for announcements, big announcements. For other things, we are still looking for a new studio, so if you'd like to help out with that, help out making a new studio, or you'd like to be on our news team, for example, or anything like that, anything along the lines of helping, being a part of us or anything, you can go to the Discord and the link below in the description to our Discord, and you can head to the information section and apply there. Of course, we are still trying to fix up things from when we used to be called LPD Live. We're still trying to get some things fixed currently, which includes a new news station. But for now, this is our temporary one until we get a world creator around here. But for the most part, the studio works very well, and it definitely suits for the time being. But other than that, I actually have a news segment to cover this week. Shocker. I know, I barely have anything anymore. So, for my news segment, I'd like to cover a thing with streaming, and we've talked about this before. We talked about it in the beginning. Before we actually even became a VRChat thing, it was talked amongst staff and all of us. We decided, hey, why don't we cover community and streamers and all this other kind of stuff? And we thought, hey, it'd be kind of cool. So yesterday, thanks to Grand Via Mortem, he DM'd me the other day, said, hey, this community wants to reach out to you and said, are you going to be available for a podcast? I said, absolutely, I am available. So then I went in there, and I'm actually glad I went in there because now I can cover this as well. And what we did is we covered things like what's your most favorite game or movie scenes without the character. Like mine was Captain America with the Marvel universe. Like what if Captain America was not in there? We had a lot of fun overall, and I mean, for the most part, we enjoyed ourselves. We had a lot of laughs. We also covered a part where, what is the scariest game you've played that didn't scare you with jump scares, but just in general the environment? I said Phasmophobia. Yeah, that game kind of got me the spooks in VR. That was quite intense my first time playing that.
I agree.
Oh, everyone agreed. Everyone agreed in the podcast. They were like, yeah, that game definitely gets me, except one person. One person said, I could just walk through that like a boss. I'm like, oh, I don't know how you're doing so. But
Mine would have to be Silent Hill. Not
My
gonna lie.
friends
Silent
can
Hill,
vouch
yeah.
I will scream like a bitch.
Oh yeah, but for the most part, we covered stuff like
Of
that.
course.
We had a great time, met some new people. I would also, for the time being, I'd also like to take the time to thank Kazi for inviting me to this. They're great. If you want to check them out, you can go look up
Hi,
Kazi VR on Twitch. They stream on Twitch. They have that. They do some good things with podcasts and other things like that, gaming with VRChat. If you want to check them out, feel more than welcome to. And also, I'd like to thank Grand for bringing that to my attention and letting me chime in on that and have a good time with them. I definitely had a really good time, and I think we all enjoyed ourselves for the most part. Other than that, that's all the
Yeah.
news I got. I will be back for the end. I'm going to hand it over to the director, Lizard, with some Mafia
Wait,
news,
I
it
want
sounds
to go
like.
first real quick.
Okay, then we'll
I
hand it
don't
over to
have no news
Shadow.
to say or that. Obviously, there's no VRChat updates because they don't do it all the time. But I do have a little small update to my avatar, made by Lizard. I got a wheelchair.
He's got scoots.
The reasons behind it shall be explained by Lizard during the news. All right, now it's your turn, you dick. My legs hurt.
All right. So, regarding the mafia-related news, I am happy to report that there's going to be some new major stuff going on. As you guys might not know, the mafia is based around the 20s and 30s sometimes. So in that time period recently, there is going to be new events going on related to World War II. They're going to be starting that stuff. So you guys might see some like cool action regarding that. You might see some news coverage regarding that. If you guys want to join the mafia and be part of that, that'd be cool too. You'd probably be a grunt, you'd probably die. It's all cool. It's all cool. It's fun to die. Yeah. Um, but it's World War II. Yeah. On other news regarding the mafia, yes, Shadow broke his legs. Drugs. Yes, so regarding the mafia,
remember
there's
what
new
happened.
drugs going around. They started to sell new drugs called Zoomies. Be unaware of that. They work differently for people with animalistic features, like being Shadow. Shadow jumped off a second story railing twice.
I had an obsession of jumping everywhere for some reason,
Yep.
and I wanted to test
Yeah,
how high I
you
could
did.
jump.
Don't tell the LPD. That's all I gotta say. Don't tell the LPD. They'll go on a search party. Let's just say that.
I didn't take any drugs. I don't remember
So,
what happened.
be
It just
careful.
happened.
And as of now, the Mortician Syndicate is also putting the cocaine back in the Coke they're selling. So, buy some Coca-Cola. Alright, that's it for me.
I see. It seems like we got a Coke story going on over there. Anyways, it seems as if we have ended quite early. But that's not all, because we'll actually take questions from the audience. Because it looks like we got a comment here from Captain Alex. How's it going, Captain Alex? For one, I've seen you around here plenty of times. The question is, speaking of games, which historical event would you like to see be made into a game? We can go from Lizard to me, because I need to think.
Honestly, don't care about historical
Historical
events as
event?
much.
Mm-hmm.
But what I would love to see a game it turn into is the Mortician Syndicate. Honestly,
Of course you would. Of course you would.
I would. Love
I want to see. I honestly, all of the major historical events have already been made into games. So, unmajor would probably be. I'm not a history buff, so I don't know. I think a really good World War II game that was kind of better than what Call of Duty did. Something similar to Medal of Honor, but more better game mechanics. That would be pretty cool.
Hey, but I'm also going to hand it over to someone else, see if they have anything before I go. We actually have a person running the camera currently, Mr. Zimmer.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to come on over here and say something that you would like to? You're more than welcome to. If you don't want to, that's absolutely fine as well. Yeah,
Ooh.
just.
I'd say a pretty good idea. A pretty good idea for a video game to come up with would probably be, say, like a detective type game for Jack the Ripper clone-esque, where you're the detective trying to figure out who said person is.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, it's not gonna be. It's gonna be like historic fiction because they never found out who it was, but it's gonna be similar type person.
I think for me, if you're talking about like historical events added to a game, speaking of detective games, L.A. Noire, you guys haven't heard of that, that's a classic game by Rockstar. I always wonder in that game, what if they went beyond in their investigations outside of Los Angeles and went to the, I don't know, FBI or something like that, help them out on some cases. I always question, what would the game be like in that time period, and how exactly would they do it? Because it's based off in the 1920s, 30s, I believe. I'm not exactly too sure. Can't remember.
Makes sense.
It'd be quite interesting, I would say. And I also have a Cole Phelps avatar, speaking of that game, in VRChat. I'll show it here in a little bit, but for the most part, that's all I really got on that. By the way, I will say we may have another guest, unplanned, but this guy could actually cover something for us. You guys have no clue who he is. I know the guy. I talked to you, Lizard, earlier about it. His name is Chief Moontail Zen.
Yeah.
You probably know who that is. He's not a chief of anything. Please do not take that name seriously. He's in the UPD, I believe. He's also in some other things in PD and a lot of other PDs. And he helps out with all that. He knows the chief very well. But not too sure if he's going to come or not. Because he sent me an invite while you guys were in the middle of talking about something. And I'm like, maybe he thinks I'm streaming. I don't know. Which I am, but he's more than welcome to come in if he does happen to stop by.
I do have a short news.
Go right ahead, Shadow.
Don't worry, I'll make Lizard disappointed with this sentence. I sit for Grant. There you go.
That's not a surprise to me. That's not a surprise to me. That's not a surprise.
But Grant is cool.
And Grand knows it too. Grand uses it to his advantage. Grand will be like, "You're my simp, do this for me." And he'll literally do this. Like, Grand will actually do this. And Shadow will be like, "Okay." It's happened like 3 times already.
I already told him I'll buy his merch regardless of what the fuck is going to happen. I don't fucking know. I'll buy his merch regardless of anything.
Oh my gosh. I remember you talking to him about that. You're like, I'll buy your merch. What was it?
Huzzah! Yes.
Was it I forget what merch it was. Was it like a t-shirt or was it I think it was a mug, wasn't it? I'm trying to remember here.
Everybody wants a Grand plushie, but it costs too much to make them.
I have.
Oh, yeah. But I don't think Moontail's coming by, which is absolutely fine. I don't know. He may have sent one by accident.
Talking about Grant.
I have one other thing to say before we close.
Check it out.
I want to extend our hand out to all of you other communities who might be watching. If you want to partner with us, we can also do news related to you guys. It's kind of boring doing only news on the Mafia, so if you want to hear about us talk about you guys, make sure you try to partner with us, because we could do that. We're always willing to partner with people like that. It was respect and no drama rule.
Yes, and if you were wanting your community to be a part of this, I myself, Mr. Gavinator, Director of Affairs, I'm also the stream host for today. If you're wanting your community to come in, please talk to me or Shadow or the director. Of course, if you talk to the director, it's overruled at that point. But for the most part, if you're wanting your community to come in, the first person I'd recommend you go to is me, Gavinator, Director of Affairs. I'm in the co-director section. Shouldn't be too hard to find, but other than that, I also will tell you to, if you guys are watching too, please go ahead and hop in our Discord and the link in the description below. Other than that, I think that's all we have from our news team here. We're kind of low staffed today because not many people showed up, but we still were able to run this absolutely just fine. Sorry, we will apologize for not having too many stories, but just like Lizard said, if we had more communities, we will. If you guys
want to find us more stories, we're also looking for more field investigators. Those guys' jobs are to. What just happened?
Someone hit the camera.
What just
on?
It's probably someone joined the world.
Moontail is here.
Moontail is here. Come over here. Come over here. Come on, everybody, over here. Over here.
All right,
everybody over here.
We're doing something special. Hold on.
Come on.
Moontail. Hey, I want to tell you something, okay? We're in the middle of a stream right now. I actually wanted you to come because you know stuff about UPD and whatnot, it sounds like. basically what this
Yeah.
is a thing where we cover VRChat communities and whatnot, and we cover things with Mafia, things with LPD. We could also cover more things with other communities too. We've had Grant stop by. We've had quite a few people stop by before.
Looks
But
like
yeah,
the
we do
latest
that.
update to the real playlist.
It's up to you though.
Okay.
You're more than welcome to step in and help us out.
Well, I'll just kick back for a bit.
Gotcha. Or you could just stand with Zim or whatever, and then we're gonna close out. Other than that, let's wrap this
Right.
up.
As I was trying to say, so for all of you guys who want to help us find stories, we're also looking for people who are field investigators, people who go out into the worlds of VRChat and be like, hey, this is an interesting story, types out report gives us to us. Guess what? I got a story for you. So, I mean, we're looking for people like that.
Oh
Our
yes.
biggest one right now is Evelyn. She hasn't actually done any stories right now, sadly, but she has always been our biggest
Oh, yeah,
person
of
to get a
course.
story. So,
But again, if you're wanting to join in our Discord and all that, link is in the description of this live stream. And also, if you're wanting to bring your community in, you could talk to me, or Shadow, or Lizard, the director. All of us. You could talk to any of us. Or you could talk to the staff too, but they're gonna have to bring it to us because we're kind of the final decision on that. But other than that, that's it for today. We're gonna be heading out. This has been Mr. Zim. We have some two special guests here. We got Chief Moontail in the back. We got Zim Morans over there operating the camera. We appreciate you guys for stopping by today. But other than that, this will be Director Lizard, Co-Director Shadow, and Director of Affairs Gavin Andrew, and the stream host signing off for today. Thank you guys. We hope you guys have a great day, evening, or night, wherever you are in the world.
Please buy Grand's merch.
Buy Grand's merch. All right, guys. You guys have a good one. We will see you guys here next Sunday. Deuces.
Bye.
Deuces.